What is up, everybody? It's Coaster Pete here, aka Peter, from Club Coaster, coming back here with another time-lapse here of Grand Deutschland. That's right, Grand Deutschland Part 6. So, in this time-lapse, we will be working on the wing coaster layout. That's right, we'll be working on the actual layout, the layouts for the wing coaster. That's right, so basically, this is a really tall wing coaster, by the way, and also here, it did some kind of, like, the traditional wing over drop, wing over dive here, the wing over drop here, and also, it maxed the top speed, like, it reaches a speed of 76 miles per hour on the bottom of the 76 miles per hour on the bottom of the first drop. On the bottom of the first drop, definitely. And also, then it enters into a 0G roll. Like, and also, it's one of the more unique 0G rolls out there. But it's like, I think the 0G roll is like at least 171 feet tall. It's a really tall 0G roll. Like, definitely, and also, it's pretty unique as well, like, it's also, like, it's a pretty steep 0G roll, but, definitely, but, it is definitely, like, and also, like, it might be, like, one of the, like, might be the tallest 0G roll in the world, possibly, but we never know. It might be the tallest 0G roll in the world, but, one of the tallest, maybe, but, so basically here, like, only on certain elements, I'm using the known smoothing trick. I'm actually using, like, the 4-piece smoothing trick, basically, but only on certain elements, though, Only on certain elements. Definitely only on certain elements, so here I am, working on the 0G roll, by the way, and also, definitely, this coaster, like, has at least 6 inversions, by the way, and, like, after the 0G roll, after the 0G roll, it reaches an upwards turnaround into a barrel roll, into like an inline barrel roll, basically, and then it goes into it definitely goes into some kind of ejector drop, goes into a drop into a high-speed bank turn, then goes into an airtime hill. Like, I know I kind of have to fix that later on, but because I kind of want it to be more parabolic, but I would really like to go fix that later on. But so basically, after the airtime hill, then it gets into a dive loop. And then, after the dive loop, it goes into like some kind of double up, basically. Some kind of double up elements, basically. And then into the mid-course brake run. And then after the mid-course brake run, you go into a double down. Element. And then, I tried to create, like, the second half of the layout, like, kind of more like some kind of series of, like, hang time elements, like, kind of inspired by X-Flights, basically, at Six Flags Great America. Like, I wanted to make, like, the second half of the ride, the second half of the coaster layout, somewhat inspired by X-Flight, but without copying X-Flight. So, basically, basically, for this, like, basically, but but its last inversion is, is an inline twist. It's an inline roll, basically. It's an inline twist. Then you get into, like, kind of like for the layout, for example, like, I kind of think of this as kind of a twister layout, kind of like a twister layout, that's what I believe, but kind of believe this as like a twister layout, but like not quite a twister layout. So definitely, so basically, by the way, for the ratings on this coaster, like, at the moment, like, I got green, it's actually green across the board. The ratings for this coaster is basically, like, green across the board. Like, with a 6.3 excitement, but it's at least green across the board, so basically, yeah, definitely. So definitely, also, like, this ride is at least a good 2 minutes long, basically, like, a decent 127 seconds long, so it's at least nearly like a good 2 minutes long, basically, at least practically a good 2 minutes, practically 2 minutes of ride time, of the ride duration, including the lift hill and the brake run. So basically, definitely. So by the way, I think it's at for the track length. I kind of think of it at least like it's at least 5,468 feet of length of track. That's what I believe, or something like that. Length of track, feet of track length, but basically kind of like that, but something like that. And also my goal is I want to run at least 2 trains, run at least 3 trains in this coaster, to run 3 trains. And I kind of wanted to run 3 trains on this coaster for realism. On the swing coaster for realism, definitely for realism. Definitely for realism. Yeah, definitely. And I know, like, I haven't really thought of, like, the queue line and, like, and also the station building is not quite done yet. But, the reason why about that is, like, I might, like, complete the station building and the queue line, in another time lapse, but, basically kind of want to make it like, the reason why, I wanted to be able to start the layout, right away, start the layout right away, start the layout early, to start the layouts right away, and also, I kind of been wanting to name this coaster, the Great Eagle, called Great Eagle, themed to an eagle, so basically called the Great Eagle, basically, something like that, so yeah, definitely. So yeah, and it only has at least a couple moments of airtime, but kind of a couple moments of ejector and floater time, but doesn't have most airtime, but it at least has a couple hills of airtime, but basically, but this is definitely a really big wing coaster, by the way. It definitely is. Sure is. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I wanted to get into at least 15 coasters, at least 15 coasters in the park, at least 15 roller coasters in this park, but we never know. We never know yet. We didn't get that far. We didn't get to that point yet. We didn't get that far yet. But and also for for the centerpiece of the centerpiece of the main square. For the centerpiece of the main square, kind of been wanting to do something to have a Ferris wheel, kind of like a Ferris wheel, kind of like a Ferris wheel similar to the Royal Wheel, something like that. Something similar to the Royal Wheel at Royal Valley, basically. Something similar to that. But we never know about that. But that's what I'm thinking of, doing something similar to Royal Valley in a way, basically by adding something like the Royal Wheel, like a Ferris wheel, like the Royal Wheel kind of. But maybe called, we never know about that. So maybe called the German wheel, but we never know. Or maybe or maybe the Deutsch wheel, but we never know about that. So that's all I have to say in this time lapse, and enjoy the rest of the time lapse of Grand Deutschland Part 6. And don't forget to subscribe for more. Bob Grocer here, signing off.